Slice of Sci-Fi, episode 101.
Ignition.
Stand by. From the Draco Vista Studios in Phoenix, Arizona.
All systems stable.
It's Slice of Sci-Fi.
That puts it in perspective.
Wow.
And like, for instance, the Spider-Man attraction at Universal that they built at Islands of Adventure in 1999 was $200 million in 1999 dollars. So again, put it in perspective. If you want to do something right from the ground up, I mean, you can spend $10 million, but you're not really going to get a lot of a theme park for that.
Right. Yeah.
You're trying to go
carnival
for
rides.
Yeah, you don't want carnival rides.
Yeah.
You want the real theme park when it comes. But then again, you want to start out small, and I assume you want to expand. That's the nice thing about Roswell, Mexico. Nothing's around it.
You got
plenty of room to expand.
Plenty of land.
That's true. Wow. So do you have this funding, or are you just approaching venture capital right now?
Do not have the funding yet, which is why I'm speaking to you right now.
Ah.
We're going to, after this call, exchange credit card numbers, right?
Ah, okay, I got it. Okay.
You don't want mine.
You won't get very far.
Well, the thing is, you've got to start out somewhere. I mean, obviously, with all ideas, you start out with the idea, with the dream and the concept, and then you go out there and you try to build some consensus and try to raise the capital and make it happen. One thing that is taking place is at least the funding for the business plan. We're pretty close to that. It was recently approved by the New Mexico State Legislature as a capital outlay. So we've got a little bit there. Once that gets approved, at least it'll be a catalyst to get the business plan completely written. I'm working with a major theme park development organization in Orlando to have that done. And that will help out a lot because it's hard to approach venture capitalists without a formal document like that.
So are you a theme park enthusiast or a UFO nut? Which one?
I'm a little bit of both. I think mainly I'm just a guy with a dream that's trying to make something happen and try to bring smiles on people's faces. That's really the motivation here, is to make a place that's fun and also to do something that no one has done before as well.
Is everybody involved with the project a believer?
No, not everybody is a believer, but most people are. I think everyone realizes that even if you think that UFOs have never come to the Earth, that certainly the possibility that life exists outside the Earth is so high that it's almost impossible to discount when you look at how many stars there are. And as you know, the past few years they keep discovering extrasolar planets around these stars. The possibility of life existing in some form on one of them is very, very high.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that, yeah.
Well, Mike, you asked the question about is everybody a believer there? Well, I think it's kind of like Silver Dollar City in Missouri. I mean, not everybody involved with that project was drunken hillbillies.
That's true. They all believe in the common cause, which is money.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly right. But I had a whole lot of fun at Silver Dollar City.
Yes.
Right. You don't have to believe in something to enjoy yourself, right?
Exactly
true.
right.
Oh, absolutely
exactly.
not.
I don't believe in Superman when I go to the theme park, but I can still enjoy the ride.
Well, and that's kind of where I was going to is the science fiction contingent here is going to be high, because we all want to believe, even if there's no real proof that there is, or oh gosh, I don't want to go down that. That's a slippery slope too. Don't email me, please. I'm on the fence on this one, but the fantasy and the sci-fi aspect of it is going to be fairly high. You've got to play to that, don't you?
Absolutely. And the thing about it is also, I think, kind of own the monopoly on this, because there is no right now alien theme park in the United States. They have attempted this outside of the United States. They don't actually exist anymore. There was one by Eric von Däniken in Switzerland that lasted a couple of years, and that no longer exists. And there was also something called Space City, I believe, in Germany, and that also doesn't exist anymore. So you've got one in Japan, but it's not alien themed. It's more space oriented. So that's one thing that we just haven't seen before attempted in the United States, which makes this very exciting to me and very challenging as well.
What do you think the problems with those failures were? And we're talking about successes. We wish you all the success, but what did they do wrong?
Well, I think for Switzerland, don't build a theme park in Switzerland where you can only be open 3 months out of the year.
That
And
is
the other 9 months you have to go by ski, right? To get there.
Say what you will about Roswell, the Southwest is relatively open all the time.
Yes, pretty much.
It is. I mean, they have winters also, but you're not going to have 4 feet of snow in Roswell.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could potentially be open year round if you wanted to, and certainly it does get hot in the summer, but it gets hot in Florida in the summer also.
Yeah, exactly. If you go to the one in L.A. that's up in the Magic Mountain, that's stupid hot in the summertime.
Yes,
Been there
it is.
way too many times.
Right, and if you design it properly, if you put proper shading and you have a lot of indoor attractions and you have a way that people can escape the heat in the dead of the summer, it really is not a problem at all. And I think theme parks in general have shied away. If you kind of look at where theme parks are spread throughout the country, they've kind of shied away from the Southwest. And I think that's probably one of the reasons that they just don't feel it could work properly there. But I honestly think it could. I mean, if you look at like Florida, for instance, and the amount of hurricanes that they have, and other things like that,
mosquitoes.
New Mexico doesn't seem to have hurricanes. And
No.
Yeah. And mosquitoes, I mean, good Lord. I mean, Florida and mosquitoes, man.
Right, exactly.
That's brutal.
And again, the theme park, it's an escape. It's a way for you to forget about your life while you're there, and what better way to do that than to be thinking about science fiction, aliens, and UFOs.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on this, because I would actually like to see this thing come to happen.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we do a remote when this thing gets
Heck
running.
yeah. We'll be out there for the live event.
Why not? There was a really great science fiction radio show that was on a station down there in Roswell for a while.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Then they got kicked off because one guy was too mouthy.
Yeah.
Wish you the best of luck, Bryan Temmer. Thanks for being on the show with us today.